Hello Aquarius, welcome to Social Dragonfly Tarot. My name is Eddie, if you don't know already. This is a timeless general reading for the sign of Aquarius. This is the Know Thyself reading. So this is a shadow work reading, okay? This reading, my intention for this reading is to help you become aware of the ways in which you may be self-sabotaging yourself, help you understand or see the energies that you may not be aware of within yourself that could be hindering you or keeping you from being the best version of yourself. It is not my intention to trigger anyone. Actually, yeah, it is my intention to trigger you, honestly, because triggers are the conduit for healing, right? They're a catalyst for healing. However, it is not my intention to be disrespectful or anything like that, but I do want you to be advised and keep in mind that this is a formal trigger warning here, right now. This reading more than likely will trigger you, okay? So let's get started. Just a second. Sorry to respond to a message there. Okay. Okay, let's start with the Shadow Work Oracle. For Aquarius, please. All right. We have disequilibrium. Disequilibrium, stress, pressure, and burnout. Oftentimes, life puts too much on our plate. We try to do it all, frequently at the cost of our well-being and inner balance. We feel fragmented, overwhelmed, and stressed. Our internal resources diminish. We stand on shaky ground and are no longer able to give to others. Our own being demands our attention. If we continue tending to others and neglecting ourselves, we are facing burnout and problems of mental or physical nature. We need to stop, reevaluate, heal, recharge, and renew before we go any further. Ask yourself, do I often feel overwhelmed and stressed? Why? What can I do to tend to my own needs? What changes can I make in my life to balance and ground myself more? How can I effectively recharge myself? The affirmation for this energy is, I recognize all the pressures in my life. I honor and respond to all the needs that my body has. I focus regularly on my own well-being. Wow. Okay, Aquarius. So I'm actually going to go with this deck. I just like this one because it has the energies of the chakras on it. Don't necessarily agree with all of the meanings on this deck because it has some of the meanings on it. I guess it's like a training tarot deck. I plan on passing it down to my daughter. But I like to... I'd like to get familiarized with the chakras that come with it first. Okay. All right. So let's look at Aquarius's energy here. Tell me the general situation for Aquarius, please. Okay, Aquarius. So we have the sun, and that's the solar plexus chakra here. So the situation for you is that you are trying to stay optimistic, okay, enthusiastic. All right. Trying to stay positive, working towards your success here. I feel like you're ecstatic because you're working towards new opportunities that you have as well, okay? With this Page of Wands here, this is, like I said, optimism. This is courage. This is taking some sort of opportunity coming your way. Okay, I just heard pleasing. All right, pleased or pleasing. Lots of opportunities. You're very inspired. I feel like you have a lot going on right now. Ideas, opportunities, bursting with creative energy here. Lots of divinely inspired and divinely orchestrated ideas that you have going on here as well. A lot of fire energy. So you're taking action, you're moving. Aquarius, you're like a fart in the wind, okay? Oh boy, that might even be what I title your reading. Straight up, I don't even give a fuck, man. That is what your energy is. You're like a fart in the wind. Like, you're just going so fast right now. I think it's because you have a lot of good news. You've got that, you're trying to take the initiative, and you've got that creative spark. You've got a lot of passion, enthusiasm. I feel like you see the potential for something to turn into something really good, really big. You have this opportunity or this offer that comes your way, and you see it as something that is exciting, that can turn into something and grow into something super great. Okay? Some of you guys could be traveling a lot, sightseeing, like maybe you're just traveling or sightseeing or something like that. Either way, you're in this pumped, amped out energy. Okay? Okay, what's the challenge, please? Okay, so this is your energy, Aquarius. The Star card. The challenge is calm. Because this can be an energy of inspiration also. You're feeling very inspired. That's not your challenge here. Inspiration is not your challenge here. I feel like you're so inspired with what you're trying to do. Maybe you're doing something publicly. All right, with the Star card. This could also be like the Star card can be an energy of like having a lot of eyes on you, okay? Or being in the public eye. Or dealing with the collective somehow. So some of you guys, you're getting a lot of downloads, okay? Because we do have this crown chakra energy here. Some of you guys are getting a lot of downloads, all right? And maybe you need to kind of like, some of y'all, this is a challenge where you might need to set some boundaries with either your spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, who want your highest and greatest good. Like if you're like a psychic medium or something like that, and you're wanting to help people and you're getting a lot of messages, you're getting a lot of opportunities to help or something like that. This is just an example, okay? You're getting a lot of downloads and you're getting a lot of opportunities to help and heal others and give people hope and peace and all of that. And restore faith and everything like that. But the thing is, if they're coming through too much or too quickly, you may want to like cover your crown or set some business hours with these spirits you're working with or something like that, okay? If it's not that, this is, you might be feeling a lot of pressure because you feel like you're being watched or you have a lot of expectations on you right now. Others of you, this is just you needing some calm, some peace and serenity, okay? Some of you guys, there's a lot of potential or someone sees a lot of potential in you. Whether you see the potential in a situation here where you know like there's something that you're aligned to, that you're destined for, that is meant to be yours, that's in your blueprint. Because like the Star card can be like your blueprint, your alignment, what you're wishing for, what you're manifesting, that type of thing. And it's like you see a lot of potential here with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands for you to manifest your happiness, your freedom, okay? Or someone sees a lot of potential in you and like there's a lot of pressure that's coming from that. Someone has a lot of faith in you, or you have a lot of faith in this and you're wanting to put forth a lot of work. You might have, the challenge here might also be that you might have you might be in between worlds here where you're like, you're trying so hard to shift yourself into this new reality that you kind of still feel like you have your one foot in this reality, your old reality, and one foot in your new reality here. And you're really working hard to shift that, working long hours, working at night type of thing. Okay. Or you have a challenge to like humanitarianism, right? Like to help other people somehow. What's the energy that Aquarius needs to release, please? We're going to put that back because what's the, yeah. Okay, I was going to ask for 1 and it gave me 2 anyways because it gave me 2 and I'm like, no, let's just do 1. So the energy that you need to release is this, maybe this stubbornness or this rigidity, like feeling like for you to be happy, you have to be constantly going and working towards something for you to be happy. It's like you're feeling like it's like the energy of like no pain, no gain, okay? This is, if you have these goals, if you have these wishes, if you have the things that you're manifesting towards, this can be an energy of feeling like you have to put 100% effort in all the time. And it's like, the reality is you're not going to be able to get to that place of fulfillment, okay, of enjoying that life that you're wanting to manifest. You're not going to be able to build that in one day. You're not going to be able to do that in one day. All you're going to do is wear yourself out and stress yourself out. And you're going to put too much pressure on yourself, which in turn is actually going to take away from the peace and the calm and the tranquility and the hope and the renewal and whatever the peace is that you're trying to, like, let's say you want to manifest financial freedom. So you're freaking out and working every single day, you know what I mean? And picking up extra hours every single week. And every week you're working 60-hour weeks, okay? Or more. And you're like, one day I'll be free, one day I'll be free. But I think you're forgetting that to manifest financial freedom, to manifest anything, any type of freedom, you have to embody the energy of freedom right now so that you can manifest that later, if that makes sense. So even if you feel like you have to go back to a job where you don't feel free for 8 to 10 hours or 12 hours of the day, if you give yourself an hour or two where you can sit and not only think about and envision the life of freedom that you want, or the goal that you're manifesting, whatever, but you're giving yourself that time to rejuvenate so that way you can go back out the next day and do the work that you have to do. Like, there needs to be a balance here. There's a program here of like feeling like you always have to have a lot of balls in the air at one time. Like overdoing it. This is also like putting on a, Aquarius, what I'm getting is some of you guys are the light. Some of you guys are the ones who always inspire others. Some of you guys are the healers, the lovers, the givers, the ones who bring hope, the ones who restore faith, the ones who are optimistic. And as I say that, see my candle just burn out as I'm saying that, okay? Some of you guys are the individuals who always are giving the hope and restoring the hope and the peace and the calm and the optimism and the inspiration to other people. And I feel like sometimes, 90% of the time now, you guys might be, feeling like you truthfully don't have any more to give. Like pouring from an empty cup. But you're coming off like everything is okay for the sake of family, for the sake of the stability and care that you have for other people. Okay? Sometimes, you need to let other people pour into you. Yeah, prolonging the inevitable here with the Tower in the reverse. I am going to put that back because I wasn't asking for my specific spread. The Tower in the reverse is also an energy of rebuilding. Okay. you can't get to, if I'm not mistaken, the star comes after the tower. Yeah, the star comes after the tower. And the tower was here in the reverse. 16, 17, yeah. The tower, you can't get to this star energy. The fool on the fool's journey cannot get to the star energy of the hope and the inspiration and the wish come true and the calm and contentment without the chaos and the destruction and the inevitable falling apart that happens with the Tower card. See, that's just the cycles of life. You've been in an upswing, right, recently. So they're warning you to not burn yourself out. You've been in an upswing, and what goes up must come down, my dear Aquarius, okay? What is the energy that my Aquariuses need to embody, please? The truth. See, some of you guys are hiding or lying to yourself or keeping from yourself the truth of how you truly feel right now, how tired, how wounded you are. You're coming off as stable, even though you may not be. Okay? You might need to have some sort of like breakthrough or epiphany or realization here. See, the challenge is, it's like in your challenge and in the energy they want you to embody is both crown chakra. The energy here. You've been in an energy of a lot of action. At this point, what they want you to embody, the energy that they want you to embody is an action of thought, of contemplation, of realization, of clear vision. Some of y'all need to take your own advice. Wow. Some of y'all need to take your own advice. Like whatever message you've sent out or given, because I feel like some of y'all here have like a platform or something like that. I don't know if you're like a tarot reader or if you're like a celebrity or something like that. You're feeling like you always have to have it all together. And I feel like if you just come out and speak your truth and tell how you truly fucking feel instead of ignoring it with this 9 of Wands in the reverse, you might have some sort of growth or reward or something for learning or like expansion here with this Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're meant to come out and speak about this, about how you're truly feeling. Especially if you always look like you have it all together all the time. You're going to be rewarded for that. They want you to, and see, I was just talking about cycles, the cycles of life. You're on an upswing, and it's like Spirit is keeping you from experiencing the heaviness of the downswing because you're able to heal this. You have the ability right now to heal this on a whisper. Especially with the Tower coming out in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune does speak of cycles, right? You have the Devil here on the bottom, and when it comes out in the reverse, it's like, upheaval, destruction, karma, okay? Being on the downswing, on the downside of the certain cycles of life, you know what I mean? But I feel as though if you take a chance, like you've been on this upswing, you've been the ones who's always had it together, you've been the ones who have inspired others, who have always had it together, but if you speak the truth about really what's going on, I feel like it's going to go in your favor. Like it's going to bring you some sort of expansion. Like if you have a platform, it's going to bring you more followers or something like that, okay? Like if you've been burning the candle at both ends, or if you've been acting like you're not hurt or wounded or whatever, I feel like you're being guided to be truthful and open and honest and share that. And you're going to be rewarded for it somehow. Okay? Okay, what is the guidance? Guidance, please, for Aquarius with this energy. Three of Cups in the reverse. And the action they need to take. The action you need to take is the Four Swords. That's literally, okay. The guidance here is you might need to pull back. I feel like you might need to pull back from some individuals who, like friend groups, Three of Cups in the reverse, okay? Where you might feel like you are the one who is always giving the love, who's always being positive, who is always... I feel like there's someone here that might be taking advantage of you, Aquarius. This is kind of similar, a little bit similar to Capricorn's energy. So if you have Capricorn in your chart, I would definitely suggest checking that out. But I feel like there's some individuals around you who are, like the Three of Cups can be an energy of excess, okay? Or like a friend group or groups, right? Where they might be taking advantage of you. And the action that you need to take is like no action, okay? You might need to just take a rest. I feel like if you do that, okay, if you embody that energy and listen to what Spirit is telling you, where is it? There it is. And listen to what Spirit's telling you, you're going to have some sort of download that you're going to be able to share. Like some sort of wisdom's going to come out of this. But there might be some people who aren't happy with you, who might try to make you feel guilty. And it's funny that I say that because we do have guilt at the bottom of the deck. And then right under that, we do have jealousy. And I feel like the Three of Cups can also be jealousy here as well. So I feel like you have some people outside of you who are not going to take too kindly to you doing what's right for you. It's almost like they're going to have to learn whatever karmic lesson they need to learn regarding how to build themselves up on their own. Like they need to pour into themselves. I feel like you need some relaxation. You need some rest. You need some peace. Maybe some meditation. You need to give yourself some time to heal, reflect, regroup. Avoid playing the blame game. Perceived injustices are creating resentment and bitterness. Yeah. So, maybe you feel like there's this group or these energies over here that we were talking about that you need to separate yourself from. Okay, your friend group. I really feel like this could just be a friend group here. Or just society in general. They're taking advantage of you and you're viewing that as an injustice, but I don't feel like you've spoken up about how you truly feel. Because this is like once you recognize how unhappy you truly are, how burnt out you truly are, how wounded you might truly feel, you're going to give yourself a chance to do the healing that you need to do. You're going to shift this energy major. I mean, these are major arcanas, but you have to have this realization first. I feel like Spirit is giving you the opportunity to heal this, like I said, on a whisper, where it's a gentle thing instead of a bitch slap, where it's a massive, like the Tower card would be a bitch slap, where it's like, if you have something that you're ignoring, an energy about yourself that you're ignoring, and then universe is trying to tell you, psst, hey, Aquarius, we need to heal this. And you ignore, right? You ignore what Spirit is trying to tell you, then Spirit will get a little louder and they'll say, hey, Aquarius, we need to heal this. And if you ignore it, then Spirit will get a little louder and they'll say, hey, Aquarius, we need to heal this. And if you ignore it, they'll get a little louder. And then before you know it, you've ignored all the whispers. They've gotten louder and louder. And then boom, bitch slap. There is an unavoidable situation that will come out of nowhere that will force you to heal and look at whatever it is that you need to change or heal. Okay? I don't feel like you're getting the bitch slap. I really feel like you're getting the whisper because you're listening to Spirit right now. Okay? I feel like you're healing it on a whisper. Okay? It says your defensiveness is affecting your relationships. Consider if you are overreacting to criticism. Okay, so there might be someone around here who wounded you or gave you some sort of, I don't even want to say criticism. They might have just told you how you felt or how they felt or what they saw. There is a reoccurring energy in the collective. It has been In every one of these readings that I've done thus far, it has been in the personal readings I've done for people, and it has also been in my personal relationships, where there's some sort of aspect, I don't know if it's astrological or what, where other people can see where you are fucking yourself over or sabotaging yourself, or where you're holding yourself back, but you can't see it. So Spirit is allowing those people to come in and give you a little bit of criticism, or tell the truth to you about you, right? And we are at a place where we're deciding whether or not we want to get defensive, okay, and change, or we actually want to change it. I feel like you might have that type of situation come up where somebody says something, criticizes you and your marriage, you and your relationships, okay, does some sort of, says or does something that wounds you. And I feel like you know, Aquarius, I feel like you're taking whatever they said, and I feel like you are taking it with a grain of salt, and you're thinking about it. And you're like, you know what? Yeah. I am being cranky because I'm too burnt out. I am, you know, putting too much pressure on myself. Your experiences don't mirror your expectations, so defeatism has set in. Be more flexible in your approach. This could be that you are expecting, this is very similar. Harmony will return once you accept changes required. This is very similar to Capricorn. Okay, where you're like burning the candle at both ends, and you know, maybe you run a tight ship with your family or your job or whatever, and you're expecting other people to do those things, and they're not meeting the expectations that you have, especially if you're like running a business or something. And maybe you wake up every morning at 5 a.m. and you go run and you do this and you do that, but you know, maybe that's not their cup of tea. Maybe they just show up for work. You know what I mean? If you're a boss and you own a business, maybe you do those things, but maybe they just show up for work and do what they're supposed to do. And maybe they're not going above and beyond like you are. Okay? And maybe someone's saying like, yo, like, not everyone pushes themselves as hard as you do. I do what I'm supposed to do for my job description and then I leave. Maybe that bothers you. You know? But there's a focus on expectations here. And how the expectations that you're having for something, I feel like there's others of you, it could be the expectations that you had for something that seemed very promising, that had a lot of potential. It didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to. And maybe you're a little bit embarrassed or wounded by this. Okay? But, you know, the thing is, the challenge is here is focusing on what's in alignment for you. I think you're going to have a realization or a moment of clarity or an epiphany that will help you make new plans, and you'll have a shift and your confidence will return. Just be mindful with this 3 of Cups in the reverse. Just be mindful not to allow yourself to become insecure or have any issues come up with your friend groups or whatever surrounding what you have going on here. Like, stay connected to Spirit. That's what they want you to embody here. Clear messages from Spirit, and you can only get that if you get into this 4 of Swords energy. Because I feel like there's other energies out here that could make you feel insecure, or that maybe you're feeling like they're gossiping around you or disapproving of you or taking advantage of you, and it can cloud your direction and what's aligned for you. So don't let other people's opinions of you or pressure that they're putting on you or gossip or anything like that change your direction here. It says self-doubt has consumed you and made you question your direction. Stay focused and be guided by resistance. Stay focused and be guided by resistance. Okay, so what does it mean to be guided by resistance? So, you know, with this 9 of Wands in the reverse here and the 10 of Cups, you know, it's almost like there was some sort of rejection that was for your protection here. Something did not work out the way that you thought it was going to work out. Okay, open your awareness to new opportunities. Don't settle in fear of missing out. Open your awareness to new opportunities. Don't settle in fear of missing out. Your fears come from the words of others. Don't carry beliefs that don't belong to you. Wow. You can rise above your challenges, change your perspective, and shift your focus. And I see that's what you're doing. This is a change in perspective here. The energy that you will be embodying is a change in perspective and a shift of focus. Okay, let's look at this triggers oracle here. When I don't feel good enough, I will make excuses for everything. Interesting. So this is about your self-esteem or some wound that you have that has caused you... This is like opinions of others too. There might be some gossip or something that has... Somebody might have done you wrong and I feel like you're holding on to that. And it's really caused you to change how you feel in terms of your confidence. Because you had tons of confidence here starting out. There's like an idea that you had or some sort of opportunity or something that you were really going ham on. Like you were going after this. And then something happened that caused you to procrastinate now. It's like you've lost hope in whatever was supposed to be so promising because of circumstances or something else. It's like some outside force. They want you to connect back to what you know is right for you. Okay? Let's pull from this little shadow work oracle. Actually, we're going to go with this one. They're telling me to go with this one. Yeah, there's some sort of gossip or outside energy or a perceived failure that some of you guys, it's making you question. It's like, am I even cut out for this? I mean, yeah, I'm seeing that you are. The challenge is to continue to have hope and faith in what you know is divinely right for you. Your ego will talk you out of it. Okay? I think you're being overwhelmed and disequilibrium. I think you're being overwhelmed by the pressure and expectations that other people are putting on you. And you might just need to just disconnect from everything around you. Just disconnect so that you can hear from spirit again with this Ace of Swords. And you'll be back on the upswing again before you know it. Don't become disheartened when life falls short of your expectations. Look to see where resistance is guiding you. Yeah. So if you expected something, let's say you started a business, for example, and you expected it to take off much more than you had, and you're just embarrassed because it didn't really go the way that you had hoped. I mean, look at it like, not like you're a failure, not like it has anything to do with, you know, your self-worth or anything like that. Just look at it like, okay, so maybe I need to tweak some things here and there. Maybe, you know, the astrology wasn't right. Maybe I need to do some more research on this or that. Okay? You had high hopes for something. And because it didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, this could be you just... The challenge here is continuing to have hope in what you know is right for you. Find your why. Okay? You had all this positivity and all of a sudden you're exhausted and you feel defeated and it went somewhere. And it could be causing you to procrastinate here. Find your why. Why did you start doing this? You want to help people heal, right? Do you want to help people in general with the Star card here? Okay? The challenge could also be recognition. You don't feel like you're getting the recognition you deserve. It says change your self-deprecating inner dialogue. Your running commentary is distorting your self-perception by looking for evidence that substantiates your inadequacies. So when you have a belief, okay, when you have a belief about yourself, let's say you think you're ugly, okay? I don't think you do, but let's just say that you think that you're ugly. When you have a belief about yourself, a wound that stems from a wound, right, where you feel like you're not good enough, look, both of those candles burn out. That's hilarious that we have burnout here, and both of those fucking candles burnt out during your reading. But when you have a belief about yourself, whether it's true or not, let's say you think you're not good enough or you think you're ugly. Okay? What's going to happen is subconsciously you are going to seek out people, places, circumstances, situations, and things that will support that belief that you have about yourself. Okay? You will manifest people that will tell you that you're ugly. You will manifest people that will tell you that you're good enough. You will manifest people that will gossip and criticize you, because that's how you feel about yourself. But if you treat yourself with respect and dignity, okay, and know that you're worth more, and you're putting out that frequency to the universe of, no, I'm worth more than this bullshit. I'm not going to tolerate this from this person, this whatever. The universe will say, oh, okay, they respect themselves. They know they're good enough. Let's send them someone better. Your beliefs will dictate how your manifestations will turn out. It says, give yourself the space to heal. Past emotional pain will continue to manifest in different forms until you process it and give it a defined value. How do you give your past emotional pain a defined value? You alchemize it. You allow these epiphany pops to happen, these epiphanies to happen, where you put it to use. Some of you guys have a platform where you are speaking on the ways that you grew up in a family, your family wounding, inner child healing, something like that. And you are choosing to alchemize this energy by means of communicating those wounds that you've had, okay? Podcasts, whatever the fuck it is, okay? Talking about how you were wounded and what you learned from it and how you healed, okay? Others of you, this is simply about giving your pain a defined value by figuring out what you were supposed to learn from that. Okay? Like, let's say, you have someone who, if, just like I said, if you've got someone who was being shitty, that was, in a group setting that treated you like shit or something like that, and then they're like talking shit about how you think you're better than everyone else. Like, that person is clearly projecting their insecurity onto you, okay? Or you are saying that to other people. God, this person just thinks they're so much better than everyone else. You might need to take an opportunity to look at yourself and be like, yo, okay, why do I feel this way? I feel so triggered by this person. I feel like they think that they're better than everyone else. Oh shit, that's really me not feeling good enough compared to them, because I'm comparing myself to them. Their confidence makes me feel low. Like, you got to take it however it resonates with you, but it's all about your perspective and how you're looking at things. Because once you have that clarity and you're able to see things from that perspective of truth, where you see completely clearly, there are no illusions, you see yourself clearly, you see the situation clearly, you know exactly what the lesson was for you, the karmic lesson was for you in that moment, you're able to capitalize on that energy. But you can't get to that Ace of Swords without this Four of Swords first. You got to let yourself rest and heal, and sometimes that means, sometimes that means sleeping for a day and a half and then understanding, looking at your dreams that you had or something like that. You might have an epiphany that way. Sometimes it just means just going within and allowing yourself to just sit and think about things, or journal. Okay? Or getting a therapy session, or whatever the case may be. Jealousy. Your past wounds need healing. Work on your self-love. You are far greater than you know. Okay, so Three of Cups in the reverse does talk about jealousy, and we do have that here as well. Okay. There's someone here who made you feel small. I think that you had an amazing idea. I think that you started in your heart space. You had an amazing idea, okay? Whatever this was, it was very promising. It was very inspiring. Maybe you wanted to inspire other people, whatever it was. You felt really good about yourself. And then I feel like something came along, whether it was the fact that you were comparing yourself to someone else and you didn't have the same results as them, or you received some sort of criticism and it just completely tore apart your own self-worth. And the thing about self-worth is If you have built your self-worth on how you feel about yourself, okay, and not on anything outside of yourself, not on other people's recognition or how they view you or other people's opinions or perceptions of you, nobody's going to be able to tear that down. And I feel like somebody came along and tore that down for you because it wasn't built on solid ground. It wasn't coming from within you. You probably had some sort of, I don't know, people made fun of something that you created or something that you did and it really hurt. And these could be people that have more followers than you, have more success than you, have more growth than you, whatever the case may be. And you're really hurt and you're acting like you're not. Think about the first time that you ever felt that particular type of wound, the jealousy wound, the insecurity wound. Go back to that time and recognize how that dynamic might be playing out now in your current life. At the bottom of the deck, we have insecurity. Please understand your worth, your value, your purpose here on earth. There is no need to feel small or compare yourself to others. See, the challenge here is sticking towards your purpose. This is your energy. This is the star card, Aquarius energy. It is an energy of the crown chakra. Staying in connection with divine source, God source, spirit, universal energies. I think you're beating yourself up because something that you did not turn out like other people's. Whatever this creation was, whatever this was. Maybe you have people putting you down. But the fact of the matter is, there is a uniqueness to your path. You know, with all this energy I see here, I do see that you are most definitely in alignment with what is supposed to be yours. See, and we have triumph here at the bottom of the deck, and that's what that Ace of Swords is. You are in alignment with what is supposed to be yours, but when you're comparing your journey, your path, your results, your success, everything, or lack thereof from your perspective, to someone else's path, journey, success, you know, time frame, timeline, you are in danger. You are at risk of keeping yourself away from the true alignment of what's meant to be yours. I see you capitalizing on this once you triumph over this. Some of y'all need to just, and you might be overworking yourself and burning yourself out because you're putting pressure on yourself from comparing yourself to other people. Activation. Yeah. So when you take the time to go within, when you take the time to release all of the stress and the fear and the overwhelm and the mental overload, and you go into solitude, you allow yourself to relax, you allow yourself to rest, you give yourself some peace and quiet, okay? And you cut out whatever these energies are outside of you. You're going to have some sort of activation with this Eight of Swords that is going to expand you and set you on your way, on your fated path. And everything that you needed will be provided for you. Okay? This is divine provision. This is everything you need will be given to you and then some. Jupiter energy here. This one wanted to come out. Fruitful efforts and gains. Oh my gosh. But you have to let go of the group mentality. See, the thing about the Aquarius energy and the star, it rules the collective. It rules great big groups of people, right? But you, Aquarius, there's something about you. Aquarius energy also is, Aquariuses are known to be like the eclectic, like weirdos, right? They're known to be like a little bit different, right? With their energy. They're known to be unique. And that's the thing, is you're trying to make yourself fucking small, and that's where the pressure's coming from. You're trying to keep yourself from getting hurt and keep yourself from being rejected by trying to fit your path, your spiritual blessings and abundance that is aligned to you into a box. And it's like, I feel like what you're meant to get is much, 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 much bigger than what these other fucking people are. You're over here doubting yourself, doubting your worth and your value, and doubting your purpose here, Aquarius. And other people are over here being jealous of you. Don't waste your time looking at somebody else's paper during the test. Focus on the lessons that you were meant to learn from this. Yeah, this is very spiritual. This is a very spiritual reading. Clearly. Okay, let's do the Straight No Chaser. Okay, this Straight No Chaser deck is very blunt. Yeah, as I split the deck, be more authentic. You got to do what's true to you. I almost named these readings True to You readings. But I figured Know Thyself readings would be good. Shadow work readings. So, yeah, you got to be true to you, man, Aquarius. This is like, and once you embrace that uniqueness, like your divine weirdo-ness, I feel like that's when you're going to get a beautiful blessing. It says, the old you is gone. Stop living in the past. Stop trying to please other people. You're burning yourself out. Stop trying to please other people. Aquarius, oh my God. And this is the energy of what I picked up with the last round of readings that I did. I do have playlists if you want to go check it out. It was about having a tower moment and a realization that you have not been yourself for this whole time. You've been making yourself small. You've been allowing yourself to be someone else because of other expectations that were put on you, or expectations that were unrealistic that you had for yourself, societal expectations, pleasing other people, feeling pressure to be some certain way, to please other people around you. All of that is gone. You are not going to make everyone happy. The guidance here with the 3 cups in the reverse, people are not going to clap for you because they're going to be jealous of what you have. Don't waste your energy trying to please these motherfucking people. They're going to be pissed off when you get in this truth and this authenticity. Okay, it says sex will not keep them here. They're already gone emotionally. Some of you, this is about a relationship. You're feeling pressured either to have sex with someone or something like that. Or you're trying to keep someone because of insecurity, or you're worried that somebody else is going to take your partner away from you. You know, if that's the case and you have to have sex with someone to keep them, they're not going to be faithful to you anyway. It says your insecurities are pushing them away. Okay? I feel like on a greater level, the insecurities that you feel where you don't feel good enough, that's keeping you out of alignment for what is truly meant to be yours. Because once you have this, I mean, there's this clarity, this epiphany that, you know, oh my God, all of the things I've been through, all of the things that I looked at as weaknesses, I can actually turn and change and transform into strengths and capitalize off of them, pain into purpose, right? It says stop trying to impress others when you know you really don't have it. See, and I feel like this is, other people are trying to get you to show up as a certain type of way, right? And these other people are shallow as fuck. They're trying to get you to show up in another type of way, wearing that ass out, wearing you out. And you're just like, oh, I'm good. I'm not tired. I can still do it. I could do, like, why are you doing that? Why are you stressing yourself out and burning yourself out for these other motherfuckers out here? You got to do what's true to you, to thine own self be true, Aquarius. That is totally the energy that I've been picking up on your, and see, we've had Pluto that's been transiting your sign, and Pluto moved back into Capricorn and will be moving back into your sign. If you are an Aquarius rising, your whole identity is about to be transformed, baby, if it has not been already. Okay? You will be a completely different person. A completely different person. Right now, with Pluto moving back into Capricorn, that's that time for you to reflect and heal. You're going to take action and you're going to put these plans into place, because this Pluto transformation is going to activate a brand new you. And once you're in this brand new you and you stop living in the past, you're not going to feel so tired anymore. There's going to be like a switch that's flipped in you. I just flipped the switch. Flip, flip. I don't know nobody else is doing this. Okay, Aquarius. That's what I'm saying. Your path is not meant to be like theirs, motherfucker. Like, you are not meant to be doing what everyone else is doing. I have chills. Don't impress other people. Don't worry about the opinions of these other people. The beautiful abundance and fruitful efforts and gains that come your way after this energy of you being true to yourself, this epiphany, you taking the time to rest and hit the pause button on all these motherfuckers and all their opinions and all of this blah, 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 outside of you. Something is going to be activated within you, baby, and you're going to be unstoppable. Oh my goodness. 50 minutes. I was hoping these readings would be shorter, but I just kept going. I don't know if I can do short readings, y'all. I really don't. God, I just channeling the Drake there, okay? You're gonna come out with a new sound, with a new energy, and you're not gonna care what other people think. Now I'm thinking Lil Wayne. Fuck you, bitch, I'm acting brand new. Fuck you, bitch, my shoes brand new. Like, everything about you will be brand new and you won't give a fuck. You won't give a fuck about the old projections and old opinions that people have about you. Okay, I only need one of these. I'm not going to shuffle like that because there's going to be too many that's going to come out. Okay, what crystals can help my Aquariuses with this energy? Okay, we have possessiveness. Let's go with it. I'm not seeing how that goes just yet. Okay, possessiveness. All right, Aquarius. It says possessiveness. It's an energetic and transformational flow. Bitch, I mean, you cannot make that shit up. Okay. Possessiveness comes from a desire to have control over something or someone, as it demands attention and consumes energy. Possessiveness and cling so tightly, stifling the very thing we may be attempting to keep. It dominates our emotional landscape in an attempt to force destiny. You cannot force this destiny. That's the thing. You can't force. You have to relax and allow. And I think you're going to realize that. Because you are destined for these beautiful, abundant gains and fruitful efforts. And you will be provided. It'll be kind of effortless, though. Like, you will be provided with this, though. I don't see that Spirit is going to give you this when you're trying so hard. And this energy here is an energy of trying so hard. That's the energy that they want you to release. Trying so hard for everything to be picture perfect. But, you know, you're putting out the energy that is picture perfect right now with the Ten of Cups. But, baby, you got this minor arcana, the Ten of Cups. You got major arcanas on the way for you. The Wheel of Fortune and the Star card. Okay. Because you can't force this destiny, and your destiny is different. Okay? All right, so the crystals that you can use to work with this energy are Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye centers the emotional body into equilibrium. Disequilibrium, bitch. God, I love it when Spirit comes through like that. Tiger's Eye centers the emotional body into equilibrium, so you have the power to connect with inner truth. It helps compose thoughts around emotions that carry a strong attachment. Blue Kyanite severs attachments to unwanted behaviors. The people-pleasing, baby. The people-pleasing. All right? That's the unwanted behaviors I'm picking up on. Recalibrating your whole being. Kyanite is a true gift giver, teaching freedom in abandoning the notion of control over people or possessions. You're not going to be able to get people to like you. You're not going to be able to get people to stay with you. You're not going to be able to get, I mean, seriously, you're just going to have to let the chips fall where they may. But you're going to be blessed for that. Okay? Stillbite. Stillbite deeply softens the body and mind, delivering mental clarity to shed light on what you are fiercely clinging onto in life. Its vibration allows you to open up tolerance. Some of you guys are going to have massive success and massive, beautiful fucking synchronicity and manifestation of your goals and your wishes and hopes and dreams when you let go of the attachment. It's like the challenge, some of y'all could be in the ego where you're like working too hard to be viewed a certain way, but as soon as you let that shit go and focus on the truth of who you are, not giving a fuck about how you're viewed, that's when you're going to get everything you were ever hoping for. Okay? Shugalite. Shugalite severs old patterns of attachment. Oh my God. That I just said. Shugalite severs old patterns of attachment that can constrict you into emotional pain. It remodels areas of the body wounded by objectification and teaches self-care, appreciation, and valuing beyond the surface. Yes, you're learning to care for yourself. You're learning to value yourself. More crystals to try are ocean jasper, opal, and quartz. Powerful stone combinations are blue kyanite and shugalite, stilbite and tiger's eye, and stilbite and shugalite. Okay? So, guys, these are the crystals that you can use to help you work through this energy. Aquarius, if this reading helped you in any way, shape, or form, please, please, please don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with someone else if you think they could benefit from it. Also, definitely hit that subscribe button if you want to know when I go live next time or when I post videos in the future. I do try to go live about once a week and do a free reading live where I answer your questions for free in the chat, okay? I do tarot readings for you guys. And yeah, I hope to see you on my free reading lives, and I'm hoping that this reading helped you. All right, Aquarius, many blessings until next time. Bye.